Guys, Tomboy61, and today we have a little bit of a crazy game in the Boevoi, especially this opening here. It almost feels like an AI match. Also, we have an update on the next campaign. A teaser has arrived. We'll go over that teaser a little bit later in the video. But first things first, Boevoi, of course, the Tier 5 new Russian destroyer that came out last update into early access, full release this update. And I've been really enjoying these new Russian destroyers. The ability to not have suicide torps, i.e. torps that just that at least have some range where you're not detected when you launch them, is really nice. And I am really enjoying this line. There's still a challenge to play overall. They're still a little bit difficult to play, but they are definitely a little more forgiving as far as the regular destroyer goes. As far as the loadout I'm running the good old Sergio Bandito with Vine and Nobusato Sanu. Basically, this idea is that we're going to try to do a full dispersion build. Incoming dispersion is being maxed, so we should be able to avoid a lot more shells just because they are unable to hit us. Anyways, we come in, we see Fubuki is straight in the middle of the cap. He goes ahead and pops his smoke, and we're going to start engaging him. Now, as far as fire rate goes, we're kind of evenly matched when it comes to guns, which is surprising. Our best advantage is being at longer range, but we're going to go ahead and drop our torps in and then start turning in. Now, as we can see, we kind of have the full support of our team behind us. There is just a blob of blue to our rear. That Fubuki sitting in his smoke will go ahead and enter the cap just so that we start contesting the area. Maybe we get lucky on the torps. This is one of the nice things with the Boevoi. The torps are very, very powerful with these ships, and they're somewhat quick loading, only 60 seconds on the reload, which is a fairly quick cycle time. We ended up getting spotted by that Normandy out there. We're going to pop our smoke now. We can see Normandy waiting for us, and we see some beautiful shots coming in from our teammates. And this is when I realize it's about to get crazy right here, because I think both teams decided that full ahead was the proper was the proper method to trying to take these caps. We can see Nuremberg out there. Fubuki gets spotted. We'll start engaging the Fubuki again. Sadly, our spotting range when firing in smoke is like 2.6 kilometers, so we're going to be spotted, or 2.7 kilometers, and we're well within that. Try the AP, doesn't do as well. Flip back over to HE, and look how many ships are in the cap from our team. We're going to try to save that cruiser there before he gets rammed. He absolutely does. And then we have a battleship and another destroyer from the enemy team pushing in. We're going to lay the torps. Normandy not looking like he's going to survive. Hopefully we can go ahead and knock him down with the torps. If not, we'll also try to take out this Fubuki in the back right here. He ends up going down. Normandy just has a tad bit of health. He also goes down. And then the only one left on the enemy team is a Scharnhorst, and it's only cost us a cruiser on our side. Like, absolutely insane, this little section right here. You don't usually see it. We're gonna go ahead and start engaging the Scharnhorst using the smoke from the enemy's Fubuki. If we can go ahead and put that between us and the Scharnhorst, we should do well now that those planes are down. And we'll wait for the Scharnhorst sort of to get in the range of our torps. We have about 7-kilometer range on the torps. I've been switching off using Nobusato Sanu and Gleaves as my second slot inspiration. Just really trying Nobusato out just because he boosts the dispersion on incoming shots. But Gleaves is also a nice pairing here just to eke out just a little bit more of range on those torps. But we can see, just like the previous Russian destroyers, Boevoi does a very good job at pretty accurate fire at long range. Shell arcs and accuracy are pretty good, and we can see now that we are well within the torpedo range of the Scharnhorst. So we'll go ahead and let out one salvo there, let out a second salvo, and then just kind of continue to use this smoke. Try to get a fire started on the ship. Of course, Boevoi doesn't have the greatest chance to set fires. It's only going to be about 8%, which isn't the best, especially when you're talking only about 4 barrels. Not the best chance, but you still have a decent chance, and when you can get those fires, it does really help with burning it down. But we can see Scharnhorst about to kind of finish off our teammates out on that side. We're going to start to get a little concerned as far as what can start hurting us. Also, we want to get moving because there are aircraft in the area, and those can absolutely hurt us, especially when we're standing absolutely still. We can see right there the beautiful dispersion, the anti-dispersion effects, I guess you should say, taking effect, allowing us to kind of miss a couple of those shots or not be hit by a couple of those shots. Scharnhorst definitely in the pursuit of us now. Our aircraft carrier taking a couple of shots. Our torpedoes about to reload or are about to get reloaded. So we're going to try to make one more pass. We can guess that he's going to try to disengage down that channel. So we're going to lay one set of widespread torps down the channel and then a narrow spread as well, just to try and catch him out. These torpedoes will hopefully find their way home. And we can see in this little section right here, this is what Boevoi is very happy at doing. Running away, running away and having those shells fired and avoiding them, being somewhat of a maneuverable vessel in order to avoid incoming shells. Torpedoes looking good. One hits and that goes ahead and finishes them off. One thing to remember, Boevoi torps, pretty powerful overall, and that's one nice thing. Anyways, we've captured C now, and now it's time to try to push into D. We can see an Aoba has kind of broken through our lines back there. We're going to kind of trust that our battleship is able to handle the Boevoi. We have to play somewhat cautious here just because we can see there's still a cruiser in D. We may not be the most effective at taking out a cruiser, so we kind of need to play the area, see what gets spotted, and move accordingly. So that's going to go on now. Let's now go ahead and talk about this latest little teaser trailer for the next update. So we knew for a fact, as the devs had said, that a British campaign was coming. It turns out it will be this next update. We also know that British aircraft carriers will be coming this year. That is something we've been told multiple times, and we can see in the teaser image up above that, yeah, they're definitely coming. Now, as far as what this little video is, it is a reconstructed little excerpt from the famous "We Shall Fight on the Beaches" speech that Churchill gave just after the Dunkirk Dunkirk military evacuation. That whole thing, about a week after all of the events of that wrapped, he gave this speech, and basically it is a small excerpt saying we'll fight. Well, I'll go ahead and play it now.
Attention. We're broadcasting an important message. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight on the seas and the oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be.
So there's the teaser. As I said, I think it's very clear that, of course, we're getting a British campaign next. The aircraft carriers are coming. I am interested to see, though, if Legendary tier, if we will be getting Minotaur. Of course, Minotaur being a British cruiser that has been promised to us. So that could be also coming in this next update. I am shocked that we are getting such update as the next one. Of course, there are only 2 updates left in this year, and we've been promised several things. We may also get Montana. Of course, we did find out that Montana got delayed due to some sort of error and glitch or something like that. So we do know that Montana was supposed to come out, but had to get delayed because of some sort of unfortunate error. And now we may also get Montana. I think this next update could be quite packed with ships, which is good to see because they've been on a roll as of recent. Of course, we know this previous update, we have the new heavy cruisers for the Russians. The update before that, we got the new destroyers, which we are playing now because they are now in full release. So if next update wants to be early access for the British carriers, bring it on, because I feel like we could definitely have a little bit of fun with them. And also, you know, it's good to see that they are very much committed to bringing as many lines and as many ships as possible to the free tiers. I think that's something we don't give Wargaming credit enough for, is how much commitment they've shown towards bringing those the free ships, the tech tree ships, and how much they've done, especially in the tail end of this year. I, for one, had definite questions whether we'd be able to maintain the pace, given the state of the world a year ago, and usually with development cycles, now would be the time we would start seeing delays. I think you're seeing that in the rest of the games industry. You were definitely seeing that in the rest of the games industry, the effects of the pandemic taking their course. And it's good to see that I think Wargaming, at least for the Legends team, based on the model, I do think it does help that with the tech tree ships, they are being brought over from World of Warships proper. There is at least a foundation for them to work on. It's not 100% brand new content. There is models for them to go off. There is a lot of, I'm not going to say all the heavy lifting has been done for them, but a good chunk of effort has already been put forth for them. And I think because of that, we've seen a pretty fulfilling and content-filled year compared to some other games. So overall, I, one, am really enjoying the Boevoi and this line, and two, and very much looking forward to the incoming of the British aircraft carriers and whatever this next campaign brings. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video, go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.